Hey guys, welcome back to Sword of Convallaria. In today's video, I wanted to go through my top 5 tips for players starting at Global. There is so much in this game that I want to cover. I've got about 5 videos already prepared to go out before the launch of the game, but with this one, I just wanted to nail in on 5 things so that if you are completely blind in the game, at least this will give you a little bit of clarity, help you avoid a few mistakes, and let you understand what your main focus is while you start learning the rest of the game. Now, if there is anything else you guys want me to cover, please let me know in the comments, or anything you have questions about. I will do my best to make videos on everything, but if there is anything, just let me know. So let's get into it. The first one that we are going to jump into is that your player level is everything in this game. So your player level here, you can see I am level 36 on this account. You can see how much experience I need. Your player level is bound to just about everything. So if we look at my characters here, my character's max level is that of my player level. So increasing your account level is going to increase your character's levels that they can go to. Your gear level is governed by what level you are. So to upgrade this one to limit break it again, I need to get to account level 40. So that is the next one I need to reach to be able to do that. On top of that, when we go into a bunch of the added game modes, just unlocking game modes for the first time will require a player level or a progression in the Fool's Journey, which we'll talk about in a minute. But if we go over here to a bunch of the resource grinds, we can jump into any of them. Unfortunately, the game is very laggy on BlueStacks, but we will have a PC client for the global launch, so it's fine. But as you can see here, I need to get to account level 40 to get this. So account level is everything in this game for progression and getting further advanced. Now, to level up your account level, there are 2 main ways to do that. One is spending energy. Every energy you spend will give you 1 experience. So make sure you don't overcap your energy. Always use it, have it spent, because you want to be gaining that account level experience so that you can keep progressing. Now, the other way that you can do it is over here in your daily quest missions, because they are going to have 2 of them along the way. This one is 100 experience for your account, and this one over here is 150 experience for your account. So you can go ahead and get account experience through doing your dailies. So you definitely want to be doing your dailies, and also in your dailies there is 2 times per day that you can log in the windows, and you will get an extra 60 stamina, which adds up to be an extra 60 experience for your account. So very, very important. Now, there are a few other places over here in like these one-time missions that you can get account experience as well, but in general you want to be making sure you're burning your stamina and making sure you're doing your dailies to maximize that experience you get. Now, you can also purchase stamina. It's a very, very expensive thing in this game, so keep that in mind. You do have stamina potions that you can obtain as well, but you can use premium currency, but after the first one it gets ridiculously expensive, so that is going to be up to you. I will put a more in-depth detailed idea about this into another video in the future, but just know it is there, but it is super expensive once you start doing 2, 3, 4 refreshes. The next one is one I wanted to throw in here because it's kind of a mistake you want to avoid, but also something you just really need to think about. I will be doing my best to get as many character guides out over the launch week, but just keep in mind, as you level up characters, you'll be able to unlock new skills for them. You can see here I've just reached the stage on this one where I can get her a new skill that I need to select, but as you can see, you get different skills that you can select. Now, keep in mind, these skill decisions are permanent. So once you make this decision, you can't change it. There is a currency in the game that you can get. You can get it like, I don't know, you're only looking at a few a month. You get them from events, a few select things. You will get some one-time rewards of them. But these, you do need these, and they don't reset it. They just unlock the additional one. You can see I can use it here to unlock the additional skill. But just know your skill decisions in these skill trees are permanent and you can't just reset it. So definitely put some thought into these when you are doing them, especially on the characters you really want to build, because it is going to be a big decision. Now, like I said, I will be putting out as many character guides for the main characters that I think people will be building over the first few days of launch and stuff like that. But if you want to, there is an absolute legend in the community, Celion, who, if I go over here, has Twitter, and Celion has been posting some great visual guides and stuff like that over here on Twitter. So I'll leave a link to this in the description, and you can follow Celion, and you might get some good visual guides of character builds and stuff like that, and recommendations that you can follow. But once again, I always recommend going through these things yourself, looking at all the abilities so you can plan ahead on a character and see how you might want to build your character moving forward. Always an important thing to do is not just go off what you see, but also use your brain as well, because maybe you play the game in a different style to what someone else does. But just know these are definitive definitive choices that you make, and you can't really take them back unless you get this currency, and then you can unlock the other one on top of that. But the currency here is one that I like using on characters that maybe have 2 play styles, so that I can unlock 2 play styles for that character, build one first, then unlock the other one through other skills, and then you can do that. I don't want to be using these because I feel like I made a mistake on my selection for a specific character. I want every ability that I unlock to be one that I do have a situation in which I will use it. So that is the abilities. Be careful. So next up, I wanted to talk about in the early game, what should we be trying to progress the most? I mentioned you obviously want to be burning your stamina, but the thing you want to be doing is this middle one here, which is the Fool's Journey. Now, you want to be pushing this as far as you can. You will hit breakpoints where in this Fool's Journey, it will say you need to be at count level such and such before you can keep progressing. At that stage, that is when you'll bounce over here and you will go into some resource grinding. Now, in general, you can adjust what you resource grind. I'll do a whole video on stamina consumption, so I'm not going to go too in depth into that. But in general, you want to do this one here, which gives you some shards. And then I do like focusing in on this one, which is going to get you extra passive stats and abilities for your characters. Those are the 2 main ones. But once again, I will go much deeper into that because in your first couple days, I'll probably get a whole in-depth video out on this before you guys hit the wall. But in general, you're going to be spending most of your stamina over here in the Fool's Journey, trying to progress through this. This is like your base campaign. And this is what you kind of want to focus on. Now, once again, it is a game. You guys do how you want to do. You know, have your enjoyment if you're not too stressed on pushing. But this is me trying to optimize a bit more. The one over here is like the single-player story mode, if you will. And this one is going to be a lot of fun for those that just like enjoy RPGs, single-player RPGs. I'm trying to compete, I'm trying to push and stuff like that. But if you are trying to progress your account, leave this until you have no stamina and you have nothing to do. Then you can come here. Like I said, in general, you want to be focusing in on that Fool's Journey at the start of the game. All right, next up, I want to look at something that you really want to follow. So on the left-hand side here, I'm clicking this. This is, I believe this is the event that it translates to the Memento missions. Now, this is one that will have a bunch of different missions here for you to complete. And as you complete them all, you get progress rewards. If we go over here, you can see the different progress rewards you can get. You can get summons. You get a bunch of different stuff through this. You really want to be progressing through this and completing the stages of this and following these quests because it's just going to get you more progression, more rewards, even so much of just experience for characters. Some of these will give experience as well. You can see this is actual account experience that I can get. So definitely focus in on these. Try to be completing these as quickly and efficiently as you can so you can get all the rewards. They also have different progression rewards in here once you unlock the different chapters that you can see you complete. For instance, this one, this is where you can get one of those items that allows you to unlock an additional skill for one of your characters. So they have great resources in this thing. And whenever there's a game with these types of missions are normally created to get you pointed in the right direction, learn to know what you're meant to be farming and stuff like that. So once again, not only does it help you in like learning the entirety of the game and what to do, but it is great for progression in just resources, experience. You get summons, you get characters. Like I said, there are some fantastic rewards in here. So you definitely want to keep on top of this and progress this and keep these in front of mind as you're burning your stamina, as you're doing your daily stuff. Keep checking back and see if there is anything that you can complete in here to keep going because, hey, it's going to give you more summons and we like summons. And the final tip for this one is going to be don't ignore the arena. I know there's a lot of people who hate arena in these games, but you can really play this like a PvE game mode to keep getting rewards, which are very good rewards because you get these just progression missions, which are like just play battles, win battles, stuff like that. Now, people may hear win battles and go, oh, I've got to win battles. That sucks. But you can see you get a lot of resources from here. You know, you get some diamonds and then these progression rewards. Once again, we get these items that give us the extra skills and stuff. We get some high level gear and some good materials. Now, this is just from completing missions and it's so worth just doing these. And like I said, you can see here that I'm account level 36. I've got people to attack that are account level 16 and 17. Those are instant wins for me. Like I can just go in there, place a full team of 5, press auto, and I will beat these teams every time, just due to my level. And if you want to guarantee that you will be fighting these weaker enemies, you just have to go to your defense formation, And you can just set a weak defense formation up here, and that will mean that anyone that attacks you will be able to get the wins. You can see I can just like remove characters from here and stuff like that, and that means, you know, people are going to get easy wins. That's going to keep me lower in the rankings, which means I can do that. Now there are ranking rewards for PvP, but they aren't obscenely massive that you feel punished for ranking pretty lowly. As you can see, yes, there are some, but once again, if you don't really care about PvP, instead of skipping it altogether, make sure you still participate, because playing it like a PvE mode will still get you a bunch of these rewards, like I said, which are going to really be really helpful for your progression for very little effort at all. So definitely jump in and do that. So that pretty much wraps up the top 5 tips that I want to give you guys for jumping into the global launch of the game. Like I said, I will have a ton of videos. I've got another 4 to 5 videos planned to get out before the release of the game, and then I will have a ton after the release as well. If there is anything you guys want me to want to know, or you want me to cover, please let me know and I'll do my best to get everything. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.